Identity and fellowship. Okay, let's talk about that. Fellowship. We all long for harmony. We all long for unity with fellow believers, unity and harmony in the family, unity and harmony in every relationship. We all deeply long for fellowship. We are designed for fellowship. God created us, every human being. Within each one of us, there is a deep hunger and longing for fellowship. As much as we breathe air, and it's natural for us to breathe air, and if ever we are placed in a situation where there's no oxygen, we would grasp for air, we would suffocate. Also, a lack of fellowship would suffocate us. We are designed for fellowship. How do we experience deep, lasting, dynamic fellowship? How does fellowship happen in our churches, where our churches are places where we enjoy one another? It's not a place of performance. It's not a place where demands are placed, unrealistic demands, and it's not a place where people are condemned because they have failed to comply to high standards and so many requirements. How do we experience rich and meaningful and deep fellowship in our communities? Okay, the answer to that is identity. You see, misaligned, mis-centered identities will break fellowships. Misaligned, mis-centered identities will destroy fellowship. It will bring division. It will hurt. It will create animosity and indifference. Misaligned and mis-centered identities. What is a misaligned and a mis-centered identity? It's when your identity or my identity is based on something else other than the Lord Jesus Christ. You see, who you are, who you really actually are, is not actually based on what you have, not based on your race or your gender. It's not based on people's opinion of you. Who you are is actually based and centered on the person of the Lord Jesus Christ. That is your true identity. Who you are is found in God. And God can be experienced, can be accessed in the person of the Lord Jesus. What He did at the cross, what He accomplished at the cross, His death and His sacrifice and His resurrection. What He accomplished is the new creation. In Him, you and I have new identities. In Him, the old is gone and the new has come. It is only in Him that we experience this new life, new identity, new meaning, and a new purpose in life. So what is a mis-centered or misaligned identity? It's when our identity is based on something else. Mostly, people's identities are based on people's opinions. If people like me, if more people adore me, then I'm valuable. I have worth. My worth and my value is based on popularity. See, this is the problem. That is a misaligned identity. When that is our identity, when we have a misaligned identity, we become toxic, easily offendable. We, at the slightest hint of disrespect, we break fellowship. We retaliate. Any sense of judgment will cause retaliation. And when a leader For example, when his value is based on people's opinions, he would do things for people to like him, to value him. And that's toxic. One cannot truly serve if his actions are motivated by a desire to be liked, a desire to be valued, a desire to be popular. That's politics. That's not love. Only when a person has a centered identity can he truly love. Only when one knows who she is, who he is, in reality, can he do things not to be valued, but because he knows his value. He knows his infinite worth. And he can serve without any motive except just to love. He doesn't love to be, he just loves because he is. So you see how important identity is. And you see, fellowship is based on identity. People with like identities, they fellowship. It's based on their identities. People who identify as soccer enthusiasts, they fellowship. They gather, they meet. Or people who identify as motorcycle enthusiasts, they gather, they fellowship based on that particular identity. But that is temporal, that is shallow, and that's fleeting. But how do we experience deep, meaningful, and lasting fellowship when we know who we are in the Lord Jesus Christ? So how crucial is this? That there should be a proper disclosure, a proper unveiling of who we actually are in the Lord Jesus Christ. And that is the gospel, my dear brother, my dear sister. The gospel is actually the unveiling of what happened at the cross. It's the unveiling of what actually transpired 2,000 years ago. But because of the death of Jesus, the old you and the old me is gone. And because of the resurrection of Jesus, you and I are reborn, rebirthed. We are the new creation. We are the new humanity. We're not the same people as we were. We have become. And then, that's when transformation starts. When we discover who we are, we're not doing good things to be holy. The more we see how holy we are, the more our actions reflect that holiness. The more we see how righteous we are, the more our actions reflect that righteousness. The more we see how beloved we are, the more we love. So fellowships are based on our true identity. True, lasting, meaningful, fruitful fellowships are based on who we are in the Lord Jesus Christ and what He accomplished at the cross. Okay, thank you for watching. Please like and share. Okay.